Hello everyone, Brett back, altitude scale modeling. Gonna look at something special. If you've seen the thumbnail, you already know what it is. But this is a special little Christmas tank for those of you who are Trump supporters and easily offended. Please turn away now. For those of you with a sense of humor, let's carry on. This is the Meng M1A2 Abrams main battle tank, Tusk 1 armor, Tusk 2 armor, with a special little resin figure just for Christmas of an individual resembling our president. So, like I said, if you're a Trump supporter and you've lost your sense of humor, which so many Trump supporters have, turn away now. This little thing just slides on over the top. And then it just reveals the regular Meng Tyrannosaurus series. TS026 is the box number. This is not a toy. Tusk 1 and Tusk 2 sub-assemblies. Crew hatches with realistic and movable. 2 types of commander cupolas. Machine guns rotatable. Main gun has real elevation and depression angles. Machine gun operation equipment can move together with the main gun. Workable tracks, clear lights, periscopes. It's sponsored by AK, so you have AK colors. There's a picture of the completed, well, supposedly completed model, but since it's just a picture, it's just a picture. Scan your little QR codes for Facebook, something and something. Nothing there. Over here's a little bit about the tank. Pause it and read it. A little bit about the kit. 282 millimeters long, 125 millimeters wide. I bought this from Sprue Brothers. That's what this is, Sprue Brothers sticker. And the little Christmas thing doesn't say anything, it just shows a picture. Here, I'll show it one more time. There you go. So, open the box. And I'm guessing this is our little presidential Christmas figure. We'll look at that at the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. About 8 sprues there. The lower hull and some grommets. Tracks. PE clear parts, more clear parts. Decals. Instructions. Let's get started with the lower hull. Where's that knife? Here's that knife. Meng is known for their fine armor kits. Polycaps, 2 sizes. Small, big, grommets, whatever you want to call them. Nice hull. Nice, solid, sturdy. A little bit of texturing, good detail. Zoom in. Ejector pin marks all along here, but that's okay. That's on the inside. This does not have an interior. Good solid plastic, though. Good weight to it. Meng 2016. Right there. So, 2-year-old molding. And most people who wanted this kit probably already have it. So if you want it for the little presidential figure, that's up to you. Top hull and turrets. Dang, this is a big old tank. And gun barrel. I wish they'd put a full whole gun barrel in there, but they didn't. Wow, so big, can't get in camera one shot. There we go. Good anti-skid texture all over the top of this tank. That's a nice touch. All over the top of the turret. Here's the lower turret, and here's the, like I said, two-piece gun barrel. Either one of the hatches or one of the back plates. But you see that beautiful anti-skid texture on there. Great detail. Good handles. You can get some PE ones, aftermarket ones if you wanted to, all throughout all these hatches. If you want to shave those off and put aftermarket ones, they are available. Again, nice anti-skid texture on the top of the turret. There's the lower turret with some plates. There's the two-piece gun barrel. You've got some really big ejector pins left on here. All over the place. Same inside the turret. Don't know if they get in the way or not. If they do, you just break them off, sand them down. There's actually even a couple inside the barrel right here, here. These are going to have to come out because it's raised above there. So all these are going to have to come out of the gun barrel, or else you're not going to be able to connect it. And they're all over here too. Seems like some laziness on their part, but what do I know? Still good looking plastic. Alright, side skirts, reactive armor. I'm not sure what the Tusk armor is. The directions will tell me that. I am not an armor expert. I build armor for the sheer pleasure of it. There's the guns. Those two do not have hollowed out barrels. I don't see any burring. There's definitely no flash. This side, they did remove the ejector pins that were standing up on a lot of it, but not on some of it. I don't know if you can see that, but looks like they even sanded them down there. And somewhat in there, but they still left one there. There's some more here, here. So be aware of that. I mean, same with this one. Looks like they took them out and sanded it down. So I don't know what they were thinking, but the detail is amazing, as always. There's your guns. And your reactive armor. Cupola. I think that's a bottom plate for the system. We will find out. Nice bit of detail there. And here we got some really fine detail. Looks like we've got some baskets, these really fine detailed parts here, hatches, handles, mantlets, if they're still called mantlets. I've never built a modern tank, only World War II German and American tanks. The Sherman, the Bulldog, the Tiger, the King Tiger. Now these are all looking like they were cut down. There's none poking up around, except one right there. But looking at it from this angle, there's no burring on the parts. You are going to have to be careful cutting them off. I'd cut them away from the part and then sand it or carefully file it down so you don't cut that and break that part. Very delicate looking. There's all the nice hatch detail. There's some more anti-skid detail on there with rivets. And this one too. And then I'm not sure if these parts have to come out. Looks like they do, so be careful there. Yep, definitely, because those are push points to remove it from the mold. So again, be careful taking those off or you'll break your part. And here we've got some vents, some tow cables, engine covers. See, now these are really good because they're all molded with open tow cables too. Nice texture, chain texture. Looks like some combination slide molding and regular molding. Because there are no ejector pins on any of these parts, or these parts, but there are on these parts. Smoke launchers are hollowed out a little bit. You can hollow them out more. Another gun. Doesn't have an open. You'll have to drill it out. But as you can see, those are completely open. Those are completely open. I don't know if you can see, but there is wire detail. This one's broke. So I mean about being careful even in the bag. It breaks. So you can either call Meng and ask for a replacement sprue. Well, email Meng unless you're in Hong Kong. I'll just probably glue it. Some more vents. A couple of them aren't open. This middle one is. Again, I don't see any burring on any of these parts. And the gun detail looks very nice on both sides. Again, just be careful because like I said, mine's broke right here. So I need to glue that when I put it down. Other than that, that's all good. And here's some of the Tusk armor. I like how nice and round it is. Good detail. Good detail on both sides. And this sprue has got some really nice rivet detail, armor detail. I took a lot of time and thought into most of this. But here again we've got all these ejection points that need to come off. I just wiggle that one off with my finger. They're everywhere. Inside of here. Inside of here. But, you know, we're modelers, it's what we do. But what I was looking at was the detail on the inside of this armor. With no ejector marks in there. Because they're all along here. So you've got good round detail on this side. You've got good backing detail there. I'm assuming that's how it's connected to all the plating. Another cupola. Bunch of really nice detailed armor parts, rivets, armor plating. Again, looking at these round parts. They're not even round really, they're more triangular or diamond. But no burring. So nice. More hatches. More cupolas. More bits. More bobs. More anti-skid texture on all of the tops of all of these storage bins. There's the two different cupolas. There's another big gun, which obviously isn't open because it's connected right there. Handles. I think that's a radio. The detail on those rivets is just sublime. Again, another one there. But the tiny little parts are just so good. All these little itty bitty parts. Good detail on the gun. So if you can see the anti-skid texture on these there, the handles. It's either radiator or cooler, I'm thinking. Another part with a basket. There's all these tiny little parts that are just molded so well. A couple of different cupolas, and you've got glass to put in those. Clear parts anyway. Hatches, handles, various parts, bits, bobs, more ejector ports. There. No point in keep talking about them because they're there. This is road wheels, tow hooks, drive sprockets, matching sprues. So we just look at one. Very delicately detailed tiny parts right here. And the wheels, the lug nuts, the drive sprockets, whatever these are, the tow hooks look really nice. Again, careful removing them. These are the axles, suspension parts, whatever you want to call them. Well, good detail on both sides of these. So let's start the detail inside of those little parts. Spot on. You got the suspension parts, tow hooks, more suspension parts, more tiny little detail parts, drive sprockets, drive road wheels. I know what I was saying about the road wheels is a great detail on this side and this side, on both of them. They've done an outstanding job molding those wheels. Next, tank treads. If you build Meng, you know how they go together. You've got a pin and clip system that I'll show you in the directions. I'm not going to take them out. There's 4. But there's so many small little parts in there, I don't want to take them out or squeeze them. There's the pads, track links. There's a jig right here to help with the assembly on all 4 sprues. Very nice. And we're going to open this really because it's just flat clear parts for the cupola. This one we will, there's some more flat clear parts for some of the hatches, periscopes probably. We shall open this one so we can show you the PE. So, we've got some vent covers. And we've got more vent covers. And these parts here are actually curved. I'm not sure if that's intentional or not, but they are. I'm assuming there's some pieces of armor too. And decals in their own little resealable bag. Meng, made in China. Actually, those are pretty cool. You usually don't get a lot of decals with armor, but you get some nice schemes. Ghetto Blaster, I like that. That'd be perfect. Ghetto Blaster with a resin Donald next to it. Alright. The moment you've all really been waiting for. The Resin Commander-in-Chief. Okay, there's his resin body and his little resin hands. Still on the block. And the back of him. And here's his little resin head without his Santa cap. Is that our president? It can be if you want it to be. And with the Santa cap, which makes the whole thing a lot more fun. So you've got two heads. Now be careful what you say, or else the Secret Service will be knocking on your door about what to do with the extra head. Don't say anything that would implicate you in harming anybody. So, look, he's got his little everything's alright symbol on his fingers. For a minute I thought he was flipping off with the other hand, but he's not. So, there's our little resin presidential figure. And like I said before, if you're a Trump supporter and you have no sense of humor, you shouldn't be watching this far into the video. Now, instructions. Typical Meng instructions. A bit about the tank in English. You want to pause it and read it. And I'm assuming Chinese and Russian or Ukrainian. And about the tools, about how to apply decals, warnings. There's Meng's special cutters, which are the exact same as display cutters, except they sang Meng on them. Start with the road wheels, drive sprockets, suspension, torsion bars, lower hull, just like you would with a regular tank. Now, polycaps add the wheels together. Now the road wheels are black, and the inside of the wheels are the same color as the tank. So are you going to paint them separate and add them at the end? I would, but that's just me. You guys who are expert armor modelers may do it a different way, and that's great, because I watch your videos to see how you do it. Alright, so and then the top half goes on. There's some Photo-Etch going in there. There's tail lights, headlights, driver's hatch, exhaust grills, attaching hull parts, some handles, headlights. Tail lights on a tank sounds funny to me. Hatches again, some more hatches, some engine exhaust grills. There's tail lights, like I said. Side skirts. Tusk 2 armor, Tusk 1 armor. So, whichever one you're doing, you decide in advance. I'd probably do the Tusk 2 because I think it looks unique. Here's how you assemble those tracks. You've got these parts, then you've got those parts that you glue on, then you cut them off. Then you take the whole thing and you set it in the jig after you put in the pads. Put the pads in the jig. So, let's get this right. Let's zoom in for those of you who've never done this before. You take a section of 6 and another section of 6, and they're probably already in sections of 6, and you glue them together. Then you take 6 pads on each side, of course, put them in the jig. Then you take this part that you've glued and you sit it down on top of those pads and you glue it on. Then you put more pads on top. That's when you glue it. So you put the other parts of the pads on top after you cut. So, glue, insert, no glue, these on, glue, cut the top part off, these on, glue, then you pull them out and you cut the other side of the sprue off. I hope I didn't confuse you, because I confused me. Pay attention to opening some holes in the top of the turret. Go back out. Mantlet has a polycap. More polycap. There's polycaps all over this thing. There's the gun barrel. So you're going to have to take the parts out and glue together. Putting it on. You need some adhesive tape here for some reason. Never seen adhesive tape when you put a model together. More parts for the turret. There's the basket parts. Oh, parts of those were for the smoke launchers you want in there. Gun. More storage basket parts. More Photo-Etch. The compressor. I'm not that smart, I'm just reading what it says. Compressor, AC compressor for the air conditioning. Additional storage baskets. Commander's cupola. There's two different ones, so you have to decide which one you're going to do. There's more Tusk armor. Go in there if you're doing the Tusk armor one. If you're not doing the Tusk armor one, you do this one. If you're doing the Tusk armor, it goes on there. Here's for ammo boxes, spare road wheels, spare drive sprockets, and parts call out. And there you have it. Christmas with Meng. Our two-headed president. Hey, you could put both heads on him. Make him like one of those conjoined twins. Anyway, thanks for watching. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Ramadan, Happy Kwanzaa, happy whatever you want to be happy for. Happy I don't celebrate. Have a good day. Thanks for watching.